Welcome to Ancient Past, the place where the ancient secrets of our planet come alive once again. If you're fascinated by prehistoric life, dinosaurs, and the deep mysteries of Earth's distant past, make sure to subscribe and join us on this incredible journey through time. Over 160 million years ago, during the late Jurassic period, a truly bizarre and record-breaking creature roamed the ancient landscapes of what is now northwestern China. It was a dinosaur so strange and extreme in its proportions that it challenges our very understanding of what nature is capable of. This was Mamenchisaurus Sinocanadorum, a massive, long-necked sauropod, and quite possibly the land animal with the longest neck to have ever existed. Measuring up to an incredible 15 meters, or nearly 50 feet, its neck alone was longer than a city bus. That's longer than most small dinosaurs in their entirety, and it was all just one part of this magnificent creature. The discovery of Mamenchisaurus Sinocanadorum actually happened back in August of 1987, when paleontologists working in the fossil-rich Shishugou Formation in Xinjiang uncovered a few seemingly random fossil fragments, a broken section of neck rib, part of a lower jaw, and a few vertebrae. At the time, the remains were too limited to make any bold conclusions, but even from those fragments, the sheer size hinted at something incredible lying beneath the surface. It wasn't until years later, with new discoveries and comparative research, that scientists began to realize just how extraordinary this dinosaur really was. To understand the uniqueness of this animal, we need to talk about sauropods, the largest dinosaurs to ever walk the Earth. With their long necks, massive bodies, and whip-like tails, sauropods like Brachiosaurus, Diplodocus, and Patagotitan were dominant herbivores of the Mesozoic era. But even among these giants, Mamenchisaurus Sinocanadorum stands apart. Not because it was the heaviest or the tallest, but because of its absurdly long neck, the longest of any known dinosaur. So why would a dinosaur evolve such an extreme feature? The most widely accepted theory relates to feeding. A long neck would allow this massive herbivore to feed across a wide area without needing to move its heavy body, conserving energy while accessing vegetation high in trees and low to the ground. It was an evolutionary advantage, more food with less effort. But that might not be the whole story. Some paleontologists, including Professor Paul Barrett of the Natural History Museum in London, believe there could be additional reasons behind this incredible adaptation. One possibility is sexual selection. Just like modern giraffes, which sometimes engage in neck-battling contests to establish dominance and attract mates, sauropods like Mamenchisaurus might have used their necks not only to feed, but to fight, to display, and to compete. Perhaps longer necks were seen as a sign of strength, and only the fittest individuals capable of supporting such massive necks were able to pass on their genes. It's still speculation, of course, because fossils can't tell us everything about behavior. But the possibilities are intriguing. There's also the mechanical challenge to consider. Holding up a neck that long would require powerful muscles, a strong skeleton, and perhaps a unique respiratory system capable of moving air across that enormous distance to reach the lungs and return. How this animal functioned on a daily basis, how it moved, breathed, and lived, remains one of the most fascinating unanswered questions in paleontology. One of the biggest breakthroughs in estimating the full neck length came in 2012, when another Chinese sauropod named Xinjiang was discovered. Unlike Mamenchisaurus Sinocanadorum, Xinjiang had a fully preserved neck. This allowed researchers to compare the vertebrae from both species. By scaling the bones proportionally and performing relatively simple mathematical analysis, scientists estimated that Mamenchisaurus's neck would have stretched an astonishing 15 meters if fully intact. That's not just impressive, it's record-breaking. But this story is not just about one dinosaur. It also reveals something bigger about ancient ecosystems and evolution in Jurassic-era China. During this time, China was likely a large island continent, separated by shallow seas from the rest of the world. This isolation may have allowed unique evolutionary paths to emerge. Mamenchisaurs, the group that includes Mamenchisaurus Sinocanadorum, appear to have evolved mostly in what is now China. Their unusually long necks and specialized features suggest that this region fostered a distinct evolutionary direction compared to the sauropods of North America or South America. In fact, researchers believe that Mamenchisaurs may have evolved independently, influenced by the specific climate, vegetation, and isolation of the region. The fossil site itself, the Shishugou Formation, is a treasure trove of prehistoric life, preserving not only dinosaurs, but also crocodile-like reptiles, early mammals, and flying pterosaurs. So far, at least 4 different sauropods have been named from this formation alone, suggesting that this part of the world was a hotspot of sauropod diversity during the Jurassic. Mamenchisaurus Sinocanadorum may not have been the biggest or the strongest dinosaur, but it remains one of the most remarkable. With the longest neck of any known creature to have ever lived on land, it pushes the boundaries of what we think is biologically possible. Its story is still being pieced together, fossil by fossil, and each new discovery sheds more light on the astonishing complexity of life during the age of dinosaurs. And this is just one example of how much we still don't know, and how much we still have to discover. If you enjoyed this journey into Earth's distant past, don't forget to subscribe to Ancient Past. We're here to bring you the most fascinating stories from prehistory, from dinosaurs and ancient beasts to forgotten ecosystems and evolutionary wonders. Like the video, share it with your fellow history hunters, and tell us in the comments, what do you think the true purpose of that incredible neck was? Feeding, fighting, or something even stranger? Thanks for watching, and stay curious, because the ancient world still has many secrets left to reveal.